Salute, salute, salute on my generals, on my lions, on my real men, on my queens, on my princesses, on my lionesses. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Choose Lions and Men, and we back in full effect, man. Yeah, I know I've been gone for a little while, but your boy is back, man. Back and better than ever, man. Keep it a stack with y'all. You know, YouTube basically put your boy on the red flag. Like, they just was flagging a lot of my content. People was reporting my page on some real haters, some real hating type shit. And they ended up basically banning me from being able to post any type of content, which was funny to me because, you know, there's numerous individuals that do similar content, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? You know, what ended up happening was they fucked with my little bag of, you know, what we call passive income. And it's all good, you know, because now your boy is back, got some great content to hit y'all with, and I can let you know, let y'all know what's going on. Appreciate all the supporters. Definitely hit the like, share, subscribe. Y'all already know the vibes, man. So let's get into it, man. The ALKQN. Are they dead or alive? Are they relevant? In New York City, does that even matter? Is it important? We're going to get in that, plus a couple of other things. Like, for example, on my little hiatus, it gave me a lot of time to reflect and prioritize. And basically, in a nutshell, twins, your boy is super focused, and I thought I was on my grind before. It's nothing compared to what I'm on now. You know, for example, something that I've been postponing for a long period of time was furthering my education. Your boy, at 44, I'm 44 now. This is what 44 look like over here, you heard? It's going back to school, man. I'm going to get my bachelor's in counseling, mental health, and chemical dependency, man. I'm gonna be a counselor / therapist when it comes to people that are struggling with recovery and addiction, and people that are struggling with mental health issues, that are dealing with trauma, crazy trauma, people that I can relate to, people that can relate to me. I realize now that this has been a passion of mine that I've been neglecting to jump on, pause, for some time now. But, you know, I had time to reflect and think, and yes, this is what I'm going to do. And in the near future, I have plans on starting a non-for-profit organization, which will be called LIONS&MEN, which will be for people that struggle with addiction, people that came from a culture of gangs, people that come with a lot of trauma. They've been traumatized throughout their childhood to their adulthood. This is what I'm going to be doing now. You know, it's going to take some time, but it ain't going to be forever. So your boy is definitely going to be on his grind. So I'm really got to get my study on tests that I have to pass. You know how it is. I'm back in school again, you feel me? Plus, I got to still work, got to put food on the table, take care of the kids. Christmas is right around the corner. So y'all already know what it is, man. But I had to hit y'all up, and I had to come back on here. And a lot of salutes to all the supporters that been hitting me up in the DMs and all that, asking about what's going on, where you been at. You know, this is for all of y'all, obviously, also. So yeah, man, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. If y'all new viewers, I'm definitely gonna hit y'all with some official content. I got some new shit lined up for y'all, and we're going to start off with this topic that a lot of people be telling me and asking me. Some people be like, yo, y'all not even relevant no more. Speaking about the Latin Kings. Yo, y'all not even relevant no more. Y'all don't even be holding this down, holding that down. Y'all not even over here in New York City running shit no more. So, I'm going to get into some of this, right? And for the record, man, a nigga like me ain't color banging no more. You know, that's behind me. I'm on a whole nother level, a whole different plateau now. I'm all about uplifting my bros, not bringing my bros down. I'm all about pointing you in the right direction so that you could feed your soul, feed your spirit, and feed your pockets, feed your brain, because that's what you need. That's what I needed, and that's what a lot of my twins need. Somebody like me that been through the gutter, been through the mud, been in the belly of the beast, but now he out here on the prowl, but on some different shit, on some positive shit. So that's the vibes, man. And I keep it a stack with you, right? A lot of the bros, first generation kings, a lot of them passed away, man. A lot of them got sick. A lot of them died through natural causes, man, or being sick. Cancer, AIDS, leukemia. Like, I knew a couple of bros myself that was just sick, and they died in prison at that. And that's the worst place where you could possibly pass away. Rest in peace to all the twins that we lost behind them gray walls, man. Because there's a lot of them that passed away due to that, due to them being sick for whatever disease they had, whatever sickness they had. A lot of them, when they started getting sick, fell back. And unfortunately, yeah, it was a large lump sum, a decent percentage of bros that was basically getting high at the point when they was just sharing needles. You know, back when needles was the shit. And, you know, in jail was the bag, straight up the nostril. But a lot of them was bringing stuff from the town behind that wall and unfortunately perishing, man. R.I.P. to all of them. Then you had some that just got fed up with the politics of the nation. They fell back. During the war with the Bloods, it was a defining moment. It separated the weak from the strong. And it made a lot of kings have to really realize and wake up to the fact that this wasn't a political party. Certain twins try to make it political and try to spin the narrative into a positive light. You know, when it came to the kings, and y'all know who I'm talking about, the King Tones and all of that. But at the time, it wasn't ready for that. And that was part of the downfall, to a certain extent, of the nation in New York City. Because you had a lot of bros picking sides now. And this is just a fact, man. I'm a product of a prison king. Jail. Straight up and down. Prison. Was on probation in the town, but didn't get crowned in the town. I got crowned in C-74 Rikers Island. So everything happened and popped off for me in prison. I was planting that flag in prison. So I'm more like second generation, mid-90s. Feel me? So during that period in time, bros that was claiming black and gold but wasn't really about that life was getting exposed, man. They was getting cleaned up, sent on suicide missions. They was getting X'd out the nation. They was getting done dirty. And that was basically lowering our numbers. Because we was doing our own bros dirty now. We was cleaning the house. Hence, Bad Boy Kings. Bad Boy Kings, for those that don't know, was basically the cleanup squad for the Latin Kings. If a structure was running wrong, Bad Boys was supposed to clean it up. Now, I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to all of this. I'll send y'all to my twin, King Bucci from Brooklyn, for all of that. But for the most part, this is what it is. Now, there was a difference between a soldier and somebody that was good with lessons, sharp with keenism. It was a difference. And in hindsight, is also the reason why we lost numbers. Because we wasn't like the Bloods. We wasn't like the Kings. I mean, excuse me, the Crips. Believe it or not, when I say this, and I don't say it jokingly, we was more like a religion. Very strong Catholic-based / gang. Y'all hear that? But it's the truth. We had prayers, bro. Prayers. The Mortal Warrior prayer was my favorite. I ain't gonna sit here and say it and all that, but Google it. All I know is I quote this: Almighty Father, forgive my sins and free my soul. Those were the last part of the Mortal Warrior prayer, I believe it was. Before I go ready to pop somebody's head off, that was the prayer. But my point is, the Bloods was straight, eat fool, be fool. You know what I'm saying? The Crips had the similar mindset. They had a couple different rules. They ride the 6, the Bloods ride the 5, we ride the 5. That's how the war ended up ending. People could come with their own analogy or a point of, come to their own point where they like, oh, it wasn't this reason, it was that reason, whatever. It's up for debate, fine. But at the end of the day, the 5, riding that 5, that's what happened, as far as I know, in prison, the reason why the war ended between the Kings and the Bloods. Now you had LKG, y'all already heard me speak of King Vec, I mean, a lot, because he's a bro that I looked up to, you know what I'm saying? He was a bro that was like this big with the heart of a fucking bear mixed with a lion. He just wasn't taking no shit. No was not an answer he was trying to hear. And it was bros like him that influenced bros like me. And bros like me influenced other bros. To the point where, yeah, the numbers started being less. But the ones that were still out there, still repping, were known not to be fucking tested, bro. And they were known. They was respected. And if they wasn't known or respected, they would get their fucking notoriety or their respect. You know what I'm saying? Such as myself. Every spot I landed at, I got my respect. They ain't never get violated. Nobody ever came at me crazy, and if they did, it got handled. Now, I'm more humble now, a lot. I'm all about humility now. But these were all facts and factors that played into the part of the demise, you want to say, of the Latin Kings in New York City. But, you know, then you had Black Mob. Salute the Black Mob, man. Black Mob, you know, unfortunately was political again. Allegedly, it wasn't sanctioned. You know what I mean? It's by the nation. And so it was kind of frowned upon. When they came to prison, it was made to either transition into bloodline or they was going to get shot. See, again, this is an internal war. You know what I'm saying? That's basically minimizing our numbers. And at the end of the day, though, it was separating the weak from the strong, too. See, the Bloods, they was just taking straight shooters. The Kings was actually trying to be big brothers and take people in that just didn't have no type of structure, no type of family, those that was by themselves, and they needed a little protection, too. We'll help them, we'll guide you, but eventually you're going to be a soldier, too. But, you know, we have certain positions in the nation where it's not about how you bust your gun. It's more about how you bust your pen. It's more about what you got up here versus what you got in here. So that separated the Kings from every other gang that you could possibly think of. Because we was religious based. Almost like the Muslims, bro. Kind of like the 5%ers. You know, we got more in common with the Muslims and the 5%ers than we do with the Bloods and the Crips, believe it or not. When it comes to the whole gang as a culture. Now, I get it. Muslims get offended like, yo, we not a gang. But guess what? Y'all move like a gang in prison. So kick rocks with that. And the 5%ers that see this, guess what? Y'all move like a gang in prison. So kick rocks with that. Don't sit here and tell me y'all ain't got no, y'all ain't down, y'all wasn't affiliated. Everybody moves with a gang mindset. Even dudes is neutral. So dudes be killing me with that. Yo, I was neutral my whole bed. Who you was rocking with? Because 9 times out of 10, you was either rocking with some Kings, some Rat Hunters, some Bloods, or some Crips, some 5%ers. Then you had a group of neutral dudes. And guess what? When you got a group of neutral dudes, what's that? A group of dudes is running with together. Guess what's that? Gang set, gang mentality, bro. Together, popping off. One pop off, I pop off. That's gang shit. We can switch up the words, play word semantics, say brotherly love, my comrades, whatever you want to say. At the end of the day, when you willing to pop for somebody else, when you willing to risk your freedom for somebody else, yeah, that's brotherly love, and that's a gang mindset also. So let's not get it twisted. You know, at the end of the day, I say that to say this. Globally, the Kings is possibly the biggest gangs in the world. Globally. And that's a fact. How many Bloods you know, Crips you know, it's in Venezuela, Colombia, huh? Puerto Rico, huh? Where they at? I'm talking about Nicaragua, bro. Mexico, you got Latin Kings all through Latin America now. Brazil, that's different. Very different. Venezuela is flooded with kings shouting Amor del Rey. And they in Venezuela. Like, globally, the Kings is something different. This ain't the poo-poo on none of the Crips or the Bloods, because I'm not promoting gangs. I'm not promoting gang activity. I'm just letting y'all know the facts of the matter. And the facts of the matter is the Latin Kings started in the 80s. We're in 2023. And they globally all over the place. You may not have the numbers that they had in New York City, but guess what? They still in New York City. They just moving different now. Dudes is parents, fathers. They own businesses. They're legit. They legitimize themselves. You feel me? Look at me. I'm about to be able to go into prisons and speak to people positively. Not about this gang shit glorifying none of this, because it's not nothing to glorify about this. But to actually uplift somebody and show them, yo, look, I could do it. And I was that person. And look at me now. Bachelor's degree, master's degree. Helping people that come from the same slums I come from. That I came from. I'm humble, bro. Remain humble, man. That's the word of the day. Humility, man. Humility will get you far. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, man. Let's get it.